Oh, finally, a little bit of time to cast more games. And I think I stopped with Viper against Dench. We had that amazing game, Saracens against Britons, but Dench actually won quite, I don't know, surprisingly maybe, but quite convincingly actually. Viper maybe not the perfect game, but a very, very strong game. And now we have the third game, Viper playing this time as the Persians, and Dench, green is Japanese, Viper in purple here. Some uncommon colors for Viper, I guess, because usually you see him play in red or yellow, but why not? And actually it looks quite nice in my opinion on Arena. Those two colors, I prefer them over like green and red, for example, or red and blue, which is of course always nice to have. But still, let's go for the maps here. Dench right now, so let's see, what does he have? We have one main gold and one main stone, very forward actually, not too nice for him. One boar outside, one really close to space, the second stone also outside. And those two sheep, he should see them, yes. And the second boar also outside. Not too good of a map for him right now. Third gold outside, except berries here, that doesn't really matter. We have one relic trapped into the gate. Not sure if Viper could pick it up from the outside, but of course Dench can do that from inside if he wants to. And being Japanese, we might see a monk rush from him. He's got 4 deer inside, which is really awesome. Not a lot of space here, but on the other side, with the second gold safe in the back, there's enough space to boom it up if he really needs to. I don't think we're going to see him with a like 3 or 4 TC boom. I think Dench will try and go aggressive maybe. But we could also see Viper go for some scouts in Castle Age to delay the monk rush as long as possible and maybe go up to decent economy and strike back. Let's see what's going to happen. Those deer are so close to the berries that they actually can be lured towards the mill, and it will be an easy food income. I think with those two houses it's going to be difficult to lure them towards the TC actually. It's possible, but it's a little bit annoying. This deer actually running around, and yeah, that was pretty nice, but if it's running back then you need to take it at the mill. A scout coming in and you're not running away. Aren't you close enough? Not sure about this. Interesting. Now the deer going towards the TC. Good job here for Dench. At this point, he's gonna have a good food eco. But he needs to open the wall here to get the boar in. And the other boar, I think, was not blocked, but the gate was being opened by the sheep or the scout, one of both, which is nice. Let's go for Viper's map right now. Viper is pushing deer from inside apparently. I think he's got 3 deer, 1, 2, and there's number 3. One really close to space, second relic, and a third really close to space actually. So 3 to 2 majority for Viper here. Let's see if he's actually going for monastery. Main stone forward, second gold forward inside. Third gold pretty far outside actually, but the main gold and the second stone safe in the back. Did I see the main stone? Yeah, saw it right now. Also for Viper, 2 extra golds in the bag and a lot of space here, which can be easily walled off if we really need it. And he could boom behind there if he wanted to. Viper has not scouted this. He knows that it could go on here. So maybe he's going to scout it later on. Could have used the sheep, but maybe he's going to use the scout instead. And then like late feudal age, something like that. An extra stone on the left hand side, but no extra golds, of course. We've seen those before. And right now I think it's only about luring deer, getting up to feudal age. First is the Viper with 24 villagers. Yep, that's a pretty decent uptime for Persians. It's not so difficult to go early to feudal age, but I think getting a lot of scouts should be difficult with only 24 villagers to feudal. Maybe we're gonna see either no scouts at all, or maybe 1 or 2, and then 3 TCs immediately to go up to 4 TCs in total later on maybe. I don't know, I'm not sure what's the meta here with Persians against Japanese. Let's go faster. Let's see what Viper's planning to do. He's got enough wood for his 2 buildings, but he's not building a barracks here, so we're not gonna see an aggressive game. Not going for any... Ooh, did he lose a villager to wolf here maybe? Not sure about that. What happened? No, is that a dead body or is it? It looks like a villager to me, but it's just from the tree. Where's Viper? Viper, KD, 0-0, but it looks like a villager. Is that only me? I don't know about it, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Looks like Viper didn't lose any villagers. I think we would have heard the attack signal. Market Blacksmith up a house in between, so a nice wall coming up here actually. And on the way to Castle Age with 25 villagers, 26 population. Not a lot here. A little bit of a scout fight. Let's see. Viper could have the edge. I think he attacked first. Yes, there we go. And now Dench, of course, on the way to Castle Age as well. He's got 5 villages in gold, so at least 1 monastery, maybe 2 market blacksmith in the back here. I don't really like those positions. Maybe here would have been better to like block this off, this backward section. It doesn't really matter now. Viper attacking the gate, can see this relic right now, and he is up to castle age. We are going to see a monastery coming up in front of the market. We are going to see a second TC, and actually Viper is on stone, something I missed. Sorry for that, maybe you saw it on the resources, but Viper didn't even go for gold. Did he take 10 gold? Oh my god. Yes, he did. Sold stone and went for stone here. A second TC up and running, and first monk on the way also, so he needed to sell more resources then, I guess, to get a monk out. A little bit surprised by that, but I won't go for more than this one monk, and he sold more stone, I think. Of course, trying to boom up now. Let's look at the scouting. Viper can see almost everything on the map except for his backward resources that he hasn't seen yet. Getting a first relic in. And Dench going with the TC on the main stone. Interesting. 4 villages on gold, monasteries up, first relic in, and second monk on the way. Also, third TC up and running, woodline and stone. Very close to the TC. Nice TC spot in my opinion. Let's see who is going to do better here. Viper should be ahead with the boom because he's got the Persian TCs and they are faster. So 3 TCs is actually, it feels like 4 sometimes. 3 TC now coming up, and Viper looking good with the boom right now. Going for another relic. Do we see a monk fight, scout fight? We don't have scouts for Dench any longer, but there is a monk and a villager to protect the monk. Look at this, the scout with 5 HP. Ooh, blocking, but Viper is going in now, and he should die to the TC, or maybe not. No, nice turn here. Can Viper get out? Can he get the monk? That would have been amazing. No, Viper actually dancing his way out of Dench's base, and Dench even walling this. Interesting to see. Viper with an impressive motion here, impressive movement, and Dench not doing sanctity just in case, I guess. Viper in the meantime collecting more relics. He's got 2 in already. He's now going to send the third monk to get the third relic and have that relic advantage actually. And Dench is on stone, a lot of villagers, so he wants to get a castle up. Not sure if he's going aggressive with that. Nice farming here around the TC. Let me remove that. And Viper at the same time, I think 3 TC still, which is enough for the Persians. Looking good, 54 population, but Dench more villagers actually. Interesting. Not sure the Viper click wheelbarrow. I didn't pay attention because I was looking at the dancing scout here. I'm assuming he's got it. And Viper now getting this relic in. Dench is going to be late, and he doesn't have atonement, so this monk is not going to be converted. Also, Dench now just looking around. Gold money coming from the Viper, but Viper securing 3 relics. Had a good map for that. A lot of farms coming up, 61 villagers each player, and Viper losing the scout, almost killing the monk, but 1 or 2 HP left, 1 HP left, and Dench winning a scout here, so he can go for more scouting, can have a unit around Viper space to see what he's going for. Viper doing handcart right now, low on food, but this is going to change very, very quickly, and then Viper is probably going to go up to Imperial Age really fast from here on, while Dench looking even better, I feel. Same villager number, he's going to get a castle up, he's got enough stone for that, and he almost got the resources to click Imperial Age. Not sure what Viper did here to be quite far behind on resources actually, but Viper's economy will be better. Gold mining, wheelbarrow and handcart, while Dench only now doing the wheelbarrow upgrade. It's quite late, so over time Viper will have the better economy with the same villager number. He's even pulling ahead in villages at this point, and Imperial Age click for Dench, that would explain it. Forging coming in for the Viper, and gold shaft mining. He is going for a lot of stables. Question is, are we going to see Paladin, or like camels? Pretty unlikely, you don't go camels against Japanese. We might see hussars against monks here, and then maybe hand cannoneers, something like that. But for now, let's just wait. University coming up, so hand cannoneers is a possibility. Also, Dench getting up. Siege workshop, barracks, and that forward castle, so he's going to try and go in very, very soon now. Viper clicking up to Imperial Age as well. He's got 7 more militias right now. And Dench got a few monks around, also a monastery coming in. So I think we should see the light cav upgrade for Viper really soon. Gold mining done by Dench, and Viper going for the attack upgrade, so he just wants to be able to face monks here. This house is going to go down really fast, and villager number still quite close, but Viper looking a little bit better, I feel. Archer range is now coming up, 3 of them, and I think we're going to see chemistry immediately after reaching period age. Now Dench is gonna be there now, and I guess, yeah, Trebuchet coming out. Are we going to see Pikeman upgrade? No Helmet here yet. We might see Rams or Mangonels, would be quite good, I guess. This house finally going down, only a few more shots from the castle. Redemption, block printing coming in. Not sure about elimination. Ooh, and Dench trying to wall Viper in. Very interesting strategy. Viper after the Imperial Age. We're going to see Thumbring Boatkin Arrow. Interesting. What is Viper's plan here? Let me remove the display entirely. That should be alright. And now Dench can see Viper stables. Going to go a bit slower. And is starting to convert them immediately. Look at this. Focus 4. Let's click the units by. He is going for the stables. He's trapping down the university. Very smart move here. Does not want Viper to get hand cannoneers out. Viper doing 2-man saw. But Dench with a very impressive game at this point. And now starting to attack the monastery. Also, the scouts now coming out. Is it light cav? No, still scout cavalry. What is Viper doing with all the resources he should have? A lot of nothing. Crossbowmen coming in. But other than that, there's not a lot Viper's doing. Not enough stone for a castle yet. Now that we are Viper expanding, getting university in the back, doing chemistry now, but destroying the university was brilliant actually, because Dench knew what Viper was going for, so why not delay him? Just clicked, arrived at Imperial Age, so he couldn't have done chemistry yet. Destroy the university, delay Viper as much as you can, and then go in, try to do some damage. Let's see how Dench is going to do here. Viper actually sneaking out of the villager, Capdrum coming in a stable forward, so this could be interesting, because base trade should go in favor of the Viper. He's got a better multitasking overall, and also the better back base, so let's not forget about that. A lot of idle villages on the farms now, the pikemen moving forward, but they're not going to do a lot of damage here, and I think the trebuchets is very important. Maybe Dench is going to try and steal those relics. I could imagine that would be a good idea here, because Viper is going to get more and more military units, and he's going to catch up. It's also only the pikemen that are attacking Viper, really. There's not so many monks. The 3 trebuchets are a bit of a threat, but Viper should be able to face this. The 2 stables, of course, being converted and now idle, because, yeah, Dench doesn't really need stables here. Onager upgrade on the way. Viper doing siege ram, though, and I'm interested to see how many rams is Viper going to wait for until attacking the walls and trying to go for the economy. Crossbows now moving forward, while Dench is trying to steal those relics, and actually he cannot go out because the trebuchets are blocking, so Viper is actually securing the relics inside his base for now. Samurai coming out just to have more military presence, I guess, but crossbows have done some damage already, taking down pikemen now, and there's no onagers yet. Onager upgrade not finished, so Viper actually with the crossbowmen doing a lot of damage to Dench's army, and the trebuchets are really not doing so much, attacking the market, okay, but Viper doesn't have any more important buildings on the front, so either Dench needs to move forward or wait for Viper to come to get him, and then you need to be prepared. Let's see how he's going to do it. I imagine more onagers should be a good idea here, because Viper doesn't really have anything against onagers right now. Still, I'm waiting for those siege rams to come in and more stables on the way. Dench doesn't know anything about this, and Viper is gonna have a big surprise attack here, as long as Dench is not rolling over Viper here, and doesn't look like Dench has too many military units. 25, that's not so much. He's finally stealing one of those relics. Viper sending a villager forward. What is the villager going to do? I'm not sure. Is he going to wall this? No, the village is actually going out, and I'm not sure where it's going, but just going around to see what's happening. I'm not sure what this is all about, but it's a hero villager in my opinion. I haven't seen something like that in a long time. Just one builder going out and saying, hey, hello, why shouldn't I be able to do this? Now Dench moving forward with the onagers and trebuchets, finally something happening here. Let's remove the units by again. Viper, 3 siege rams and still only scouts, but light cav on the way to scale barding armor. 3 siege rams moving forward. There's no military units in the back of Dench space. The village is now looking to attack the onagers, but both being converted. That's not the best idea, and the crossbowmen are almost useless now. They are pretty inefficient against onagers because one shot and all the crossbowmen might go down immediately. The siege workshop might go up. I think so, but the crossbowman coming in, so Viper is saying, no, I don't want the siege workshop inside my base. At the same time, the siege rams are in, and Dench doesn't really care about this because Viper is not attacking yet. The light cav just staying there. Now the siege rams moving forward, I guess, to take down more houses. Ooh, if Dench is getting housed by losing to house the siege rams, that would be funny. Hussar on the way from Viper, still trying to defend here, but against the Onagers, Viper doesn't really have a good response. I'm not sure about the siege workshop inside Viper space, don't see them. Of course, bombard cannons would be an option. Now the light cav are moving though, and Dench is losing his main gold. He has to send a lot of villagers back to the TC, so he's idling his economy. At the same time, Viper's eco running quite okay-ish. I guess we're pretty much neck and neck. 110 villagers, 26 idols. Pretty similar. Now the hand cannon is moving forward, and they could be really good against siege. Also against the Onagers, as long as you don't need to take a big shot. The Hussars starting to raid now, and they're doing a good job here. Dench is losing a bunch of villagers, and he doesn't have any units in the back. He's now sending the pikemen, but that means his attack will be slowing down, and that's Viper's chance to just maybe get... But you need siege workshops, man. There is a siege workshops. There's a few stables coming up. I don't see any other siege workshops for the Viper, and I'm not sure why. He's found the golds, of course, but Dench is doing pretty good here. Viper also no castle coming up. He's got almost a 1k stone in the bank, and now there's the Onager shots. Look at this, crossbows going down so fast. Also, once you hit the hand cannoneers, of course they are falling. But 2, 3 Onagers, 4, 5 in total going down from Dench. So Viper actually using his villagers to try and fight back here. Let's see how Dench is doing at home. Still Hussars raiding, the Halberdiers have not cleaned up everything, and now there's one single Hussar in the wood line, but it's not a big problem. I think Dench should revolt this as fast as he can, which he's not doing right now because he's busy at the front. He lost the trebuchets, and now Viper basically stopped the forward push by going forward himself, and there's the siege workshops I was waiting for. Siege rams coming in, that's what you need right now. A few ranged units to take down the Onagers, or Hussars, which are even better, and then the siege rams to take down the forward buildings. I think this castle should fall really fast. Actually a second castle up, which I didn't see, but it didn't really matter at this point. Viper wasn't taking this gold anyway, and now Viper getting his own castle up finally, going for more farms, which he needs to get more food in. His food count is really low, and he wants to get Hussars, but most importantly siege rams. I think a TC on the stone, which makes sense. Actually double walls here from Dench, which isn't really necessary, but doesn't hurt either. And more stables coming up. So Viper actually right now with a huge score lead, and I think he's starting to fight back. 10 more military units for Dench, but Viper got the hand cannoneers and crossbows, which are all good against the pike and the halberdiers, and there's a lot of halberdiers in the mix from Dench here. Not so many monks anymore, and the first trap on the way from the Viper, because why would you risk losing the siege rams when you can attack the castles from distance? And now Dench, I think, is in trouble because he lost the momentum, and he doesn't really have what it takes to stop the siege rams. Doesn't have a lot of onagers, not sure about the gold, looking actually quite good, but not a lot of wood. And no onagers coming in, only now onager production started again, but at the same time the castle is going down really fast, and the siege rams will be alright. Also Viper breaching the walls yet again. I think we should have seen fortified wall from Dench. That would have been a good idea. Hussars trying to raid, but they're falling really fast to those halberdiers. There's just a lot of them. These castles are going down though, and Viper is going to try and micro against the Onagers. No, he's going back. I think he's going to use the Hussars, maybe the siege rams. Yeah, one siege ram going forward, castle going down, a second castle falling as well. And while there's only a few Onagers, Viper got like 10 siege rams on the run. Well, it's 8 now, 7. No, 8, but even the halberdiers won't stop that, and the onagers cannot shoot fast enough. The siege rams almost as far. Are they faster? I think they're pretty much the same speed. So this siege ram is going down, there's one falling, and the last siege ram might even go down to the hand cannoneers. This is actually looking funny. Run away, little onager. And Viper again with some hussars in Dench space, so he really should have gotten the fortified wall here. Once Viper went in and made sure that Dench had to stop his push with the halberdiers and the siege, Viper had enough time to come back and to actually win this battle, win this fight. I hope you enjoyed this. See you in the final game between Viper and Dench, and GG.